Hey guys, welcome to Video Game Corner, and it's me, Jason, and I haven't made a video in a while, about a month and a half. The reason why is because during the summer, my girlfriend and I we each have kids, and her daughter was here, you know, during the last half of the summer. Her first half of the summer she spends with her dad's. So I was able to do some videos, and then every Wednesday through Saturday, my youngest daughter, Lorna, she's 9, she comes over and she's here from Wednesday through Saturday. And then if on Monday or Tuesday, Sunday, Monday or Tuesday, if I don't feel good or I'm busy, I don't have time to make videos. So that's why I just, and then during the last half, and then on Wednesdays, when she comes, my oldest daughter, Tony, my 17-year-old, she comes over too for a while and has dinner and stuff before I take her home. So there's not a lot of time to do video work of any kind during that period. I was able to get some of the Let's Play footage for my other channel, because I was able to get that done because that's a little bit different than setting up the cameras and the lights and everything, as opposed to doing just doing a Let's Play where I, plug everything in and then put my headphones on and talk while playing the game. So, the video I want to do today is, I was thinking about what are some of the recent PS3, or in the PS3 genre. PS4 is still too new to really go too deep into this subject, but what are the sequels we'd like to see from PS3 games or DLC content that we'd maybe like to see? And I don't mean like the cheap DLC, like the crappy stuff like buy this weapon pack, or some costume, or anything that's crappy. I'm talking about levels and story. That's the kind of DLC I'm talking about. The kind of DLC people don't seem to mind as much. I myself like it because, and I know it's probably I know it's a way for them to make more money, but I don't care. I like it, and I never buy the crappy DLC, like the weapon packs and crap like that, garbage. But I was thinking of what got me thinking about it is that Dark Souls 2, you guys know I'm a big Dark Souls player. Dark Souls 2 is doing the Three Crowns trilogy DLC, and the first one just came out, Crown of the Sunken King, and it was really good. And I was thinking about it, I was playing it again the other day for like the third, fourth time, and it's really interesting because it's it seems like it's short, but it's actually not as short when you combine it with the other two that are coming out. And it's going to be $30 total, or people could also get the season pass, I think, for $25. I couldn't find a season pass, so I've got to buy all three separate for my PS3. I don't know, I just couldn't find it, and I gave up, so I was like, well, an extra $5, whatever. So I was thinking of games where it would have been nice to have more. And, or a sequel to, at least just any sequel, even if they put it on the next generation. PS4 or the Xbox One or the Wii U. So I started thinking games that I like. I've been playing a lot of Demon's Souls lately, and that's the first in the Souls series, and it came out, I believe, in Japan in 2008. It was released here in 2009. It's what started this whole Souls phenomenon of, it was kind of an underground game that became popular. It wasn't very well known. I don't know if quite underground, but it wasn't well known. And, it spawned the Dark Souls series. But Demon's Souls has been left alone. And when they did the whole released footage for a new Souls-style game, which turned out to be Bloodborne, everybody was hoping it was Demon's Souls 2. And I keep thinking about, well, what if Miyazaki and, the other people, the Sony and everybody, started thinking, well, hey, a Demon's Souls 2 might not be bad, because it seems that's what a lot of people were hoping for. And I started thinking, in the whole Demon Souls in the game itself, there's an Archstone, one of the worlds that they never finished. There's some unused content that you can find online, and that were in the game that they didn't use. And it was this whole world that they were going to do, and these other things. Now, it would be kind of neat, and the game's being that the game's 5 years old now, 6 years old from Japan, but 5-6-year-old game. What if they decided just to come out with some DLC for that Lost World and finish the game that they really wanted? Or at least did a, like a director's cut type thing, or, just add it in. I mean, that would be so cool. And I started thinking about, what about other games that we'd like to see that in? And I started thinking, well, The Last of Us. I love The Last of Us. And they did give us a DLC storyline. Of course, when I bought the DLC, I didn't realize I was just getting one level, because I don't like the multiplayer. Multiplayer maps are, I don't care about that. So we got a little bit of fill-in story there. And I started thinking about, it would be cool to either have a sequel or more DLC levels. And I'd rather have a Last of Us sequel. And I was just thinking of a cool story, like Joel and Ellie, or it's a few years later, and Ellie's a little older, and she realized that Joel's lied to her, and it starts this whole story, and they got to basically, she runs out and goes on her own, and maybe you play as her for a bit, and then you got to play as Joel, just like in the first game. And I was just thinking that would be just really cool if they were able to do a sequel for that and put it on the PS4, of course. Or and I was like, man, that would just be awesome. So I started thinking, what other games could sit here and think, we have games like, and we get sequels for a lot of series, like Uncharted gets sequels, God of War gets sequels. The Call of Duty people, I'm not one of them, but they get sequels, and the Battlefield people get sequels, and all the first-person shooters tend to get a lot of sequels, and us RPG, story-driven people, we don't get as many sequels as we'd like, and I don't know, it might be just because it's harder to do, maybe, and I don't know if it's harder, because it's more of a creative type of gaming, and I'd love to hear what you guys would like to see in the PS3 generation sequels. Because I've decided I'm going to do a few more of these types of videos. I'm going to do a PS2 and 1 and original Nintendo sequels. I want to go back. I just want to do these videos. I like this little series I'm starting. And I was just thinking about the PS3 because it's something that I play a lot of. I would love to see another. I'd love to see another Elder Scrolls game, and I'm not talking about the online one they just did, the MMO. I'm not an MMO guy, so I don't really care. I'd love to see another, after seeing Final Fantasy XIV's graphics, but it being that it's an MMO, it really broke my heart, because I'd love to see a Final Fantasy XIV style game, a single player. So we could play a single-player, non-MMO internet-type people. I don't like to play online that much. But I play Dark Souls online, so that's different. But, I would love to see the classic medieval-style setting. Because we had 9. We had the originals, 1 through 6, or 1 through 5, really. And then 6 was like a mix of modern and medieval. And then 7 started the whole modern steampunk thing, and then we had 8, same type of thing. And then 9 went back to the medieval roots, and 9 is a wonderful game. Not that 7's a good game, and 8 I haven't really played much, but we all know 8 gets a lot of hate, or it gets a lot of love, and it doesn't seem like anyone's in between, really. I'm sure they are, but, when everybody talks about 4 being good, and everyone talks about 6 being good, and those were the 2 we got on Super Nintendo. 5 I hear is really good, and I haven't played 5 yet, and I played a little bit of 4, and it's okay so far. I love the original 3. I've played most of it, and I love that game. And I don't know why, I just enjoy the hell out of it, and I've been playing that on my PSP off and on for like the last year. And then, the original, Final Fantasy 1 was a great game. And then 2, I didn't really like that much. I played a little bit of it, I couldn't get into it. But, the medieval style game, we've had so many medieval style RPGs in the past, but we don't seem to get a whole lot of them now. But when we do, like Skyrim, Dark Souls, we tend to get The Witcher, excuse me. We get these games and people tend to like them. Like recently we had Bound by Flame for the PS3, PS4, and the Xboxes. Xbox 360, Xbox One. And I bought the game for the PS4, and it wasn't as good as I was hoping for. But then we got games like Kingdoms of Amalur, Reckoning, which came out on the PS3, Xbox 360. I got it, I played, I put about 158 hours into it, and I loved it. And then I tried playing it a second time not that long ago, and it's not the same. It's not a real replayable game. A lot of fetch questing. But this whole, let me get back to my point. There's some of the games that, which would be really cool to see maybe. I'd love to see a sequel to Vikings. I thought Vikings was a really good PS3 game. And it's very, it's not as well known, so it's, but we see a lot of not so well known games that get sequels. I'd love to see a sequel to Limbo, which is a indie PS3 game. Or not PS3, but it's an indie game. I don't know if it's on the PS3 or the Xbox or not. I really don't know. So I tend to say PS3 because that's what I have. But we tend to get, I'd love to see, but yeah, like Limbo is good. Trine, we got Trine 1 and 2. I'd love to see a third one. Let me think here. I guess I should have prepared better, huh? And it's funny because we get games like Final Fantasy 13 and 13-2 and then 13-3, The Lightning Returns. And people bitch and moan about it. And people just don't seem to like those games. I haven't played them myself. I recently got Final Fantasy 13, the first one, and I'm going to try it out. And I hear that it's kind of just doesn't really let you do a whole lot, and I'm thinking, man, that sucks. But I'll see. I'll try it out and see what I'll form my own opinion on it. I'd love to see Dragon Quest come to they have Dragon Quest X. It is an MMO for, I think, the Wii U, and the Wii. And I'd love to just see it on all the consoles. But like Dragon Quest, I love Dragon Quest. I started playing Dragon Quest 8 not that long ago. I also finally started playing Final Fantasy X on the PS2. And I know they're running a sale on PS3 right now for both of the remastered for $20. And I'm thinking, well, okay. I also recently got Ni no Kuni, and I haven't played it yet. I don't know if it's going to be something I'm into, but give it a try. But I guess I'm going off topic here. But what kind of games would you guys like to see sequels of that are current gen that we aren't sure if we're going to get them? And and it's hard to tell because there's games out there that are that are good that we may think are good, but the general population doesn't know about it, so they tend to not get it. Like the game Vikings is a prime example. I think it's a great game, and I had a lot of fun playing it, and I've heard other people have tried it since, and they like playing it. Like my friend Cody, he took it, he played it, and loved it. But we get these games, and then we get like games like the Final Fantasy stuff that people get mad about that they don't necessarily like it, and then we get games like the Resident Evil games people aren't happy with. I'm waiting for the next real Silent Hill game. I didn't like that Shattered Memories very much. Love to see a new Silent Hill game, but we got two. We got two of them on the PS3, but we haven't had one in a while now. And then we got, how many we get on the PS2? I mean, geez, we got a bunch of installments on the PS2. We got 2, 3, 4, and the Origins, and man, it blows my mind. It's like, it seems like some consoles they can't stop. Like in the PS1, you know, they had 3 Final Fantasies on there, but 1 Dragon Quest. And then they also remade all the older Final Fantasies and with updated stuff. And, you know, things like Chrono Trigger and things. I've also been playing Vagrant Story. I can't seem to get my character strong enough to fight, you know, this one part. Off topic. Sorry, you guys know I do that. You know, I'd love to see some, you know, some, like Demon Souls, I'd love to see them finish that one Archstone and redo it, and I'd love to see more Last of Us stuff. You know, I wouldn't mind DLC in, like, you know, the Uncharted series or God of War. I always wonder why they don't do extra level stuff for that. And being that they're such popular games, especially God of War is very big. But you never see, it's like when they're done with the game, they're done. And it's not that DLC can be bad, as we all know, with the microtransaction stuff, but it tends to, you know, we get levels and, you know, and like expansions. It makes a lot of people happy, fans happy, because they get more and they don't have to wait a couple years for the next installment. And I would just like to see, you know, maybe some of the older, you know, PS3 games that just seems like we'd like a little more, and they just, you know, because I don't know, I never see anybody do that. It seems like companies are always pushing forward, and sometimes they have projects that they didn't really come out the way they wanted, so they instead of going back and bringing it out, not really realizing that the fans of that game will buy it, they just kind of leave it alone. But anyway, and then we have fans yelling, "Where's Shenmue? Where's the next Shenmue?" So, which everybody wants a new Shenmue, but who knows? But anyway, Ghostbusters game. I'd love to get some more content on that. Sad thing is Harold Ramis passed away. So, and then we all know Robin Williams passed away yesterday. That was very sad. So, I'm not going to do a Robin Williams video. I mean, there's so many of them out there. I've never been into doing the whole tribute video thing. It just seems like everybody else is doing it, so I don't need to jump on that bandwagon. And so, and plus, the thing is, I don't even know the guy, so it's not sad as I am to see him go. You know, I didn't know him, so I didn't lose any sleep last night. So, but it is sad. It's a sad situation, especially with the whole depression. I knew he had depression because I go through tons of depression with my disability, but I've never been suicidal because I have so much to live for. So, and I also have heard that it's a chemical thing, chemical imbalance in the brain. So I guess I don't have that chemical imbalance. I never even think about suicide. I just try to find a way to get through this, and it's hard sometimes. So that's why I love gaming so much, because I have the escape. So, but anyway, guys, let's hear what games you guys would like to see. Either a sequel of a modern day game, you know, a current, not so much current gen, but PS3, Xbox 360, Wii level, or even the PS4 if you want to see something that, I mean, it's all still new, so we don't know what we're going to get. But what games would you guys like to see? You know, them add a DLC pack, or you know, some level designs, or some more, you know, or a sequel to, or something. But anyway, guys, this Video Game Corner, I'm Jason, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.